What is up, everybody? It's BroSeth here, and today for you I just have a little commentary about the soon to be ending Destiny 2 beta, and specifically the PvP part of it. Obviously the PvE was not as prominent, only having a story mission and the one strike, which can get a little boring. I only played through the strike one time and it seemed like it was fun. Definitely was more challenging than Destiny 1 strikes for sure, which I enjoyed, but I haven't, like I said, only played it the one time. So this video is primarily going to be about the PvP section of the Destiny 2 beta. And first off, just want to say, like, I have like a list of points that I want to go through about it, but overall I think that the way the PvP is in the beta is really good right now. I like it a lot. I think it feels really balanced between the guns. Like, I think we'll probably, if the guns stay the same, like the ranges, like if they don't do any tweaking with the guns, which they may have already, because this is an older file of the game, so they might have tweaked the weapons already to make them more even, but I already feel like the balance is pretty good. But I do think that pulse rifles, for me at least, did stand out a little more. The two pulse rifles, the Nightshade and the Nurgle, were absolute monsters in the Crucible. I went off with those multiple times. So, but other than that, I honestly think that every weapon in this game has a shot to be used and can be used in a variety of situations. You know, obviously it's a little hard only having 2 maps in the beta to really be able to use some of the guns, like, you know, hand cannons and sidearms may be good on a closer range map, while pulse rifles and scout rifles are good on the maps that we have now. So that also could come into play once the full game is released. Something else I like is that this is something that a lot of people have been complaining about. I've seen a lot of tweets and stuff like that, but people are complaining that Destiny 2 is team shotting the game, and I think that this is a good thing, because team shotting means teamwork, and teamwork means more people are involved, more people are scoring points. You know, it's just better for the game rather than having, and I'm guilty of this a lot of the time in multiplayer games, but it's better than having just one person running around getting killed all the time because he's putting himself in bad situations. This game requires you to try and stick with your team in order to win engagements, which I think is good and is going to make everybody better players. And on top of that, yeah, engagements in this game are won by playing smart. And what I mean by that is that you either win the one-on-one battles by being a better strafer and having a better shot, or you are in like the midst of a 2v1 situation where it's you and a teammate, you know, and then you're team shotting, and it's much easier to kill the opponent rather than them to be able to kill both of you by the time it takes you both to kill them. So this game, engagements are forcing you to play smarter, which I really like, because in Destiny 1, you know, with snipers and shotguns and fusion rifles, you know, these one-hit kill weapons that were, you know, were so prominent and had to be nerfed. It was really easy to get bailed out. You know, if you're low health and you get a lucky headshot or something like that, you know, it's really easy to get bailed out by these weapons. But since power weapons are so rare now, the ammo for them is so rare, this is gone now. So engagements are won, like I said, by playing smart, having better gun skill, you know, and the same thing goes with abilities. There's no more just chucking a fusion grenade and getting there's no more getting stuck by a random fusion grenade thrown halfway across the map by a freaking solar warlock. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks just thinking about it. But yeah, like, there's no more of that. Abilities do have a slow recharge rate, which is another thing that a lot of people complain about, but honestly I don't see a problem with it, because once again it forces you to be better, to work on your shot, you know. Like, abilities, when you use them wisely, come in clutch. Like, I love nothing better than a well-placed trip mine grenade. I think a well-placed trip mine grenade, you know, is going to do wonders. So it forces you, when these come back so slowly, it forces you to, you know, think more about what you're doing rather than mindlessly throwing grenades, you know, all over the map and hoping that you're going to get a kill here or there. So I think that as the game is right now, it is absolutely playable. Like, if this was the build that they launched on September 6th, I would have no problems with it. I think it would be perfectly playable. I don't think they need to make any balance changes or anything like that. Really, the entire time that I've played this beta, the only thing that I thought that really needed to be changed, but as I've played more, I've seen less of a need for this change even, and that change was just in regards to power ammo. Since only one player at a time can pull the power ammo pack, you know, like, it does its job by making sure that power ammo is rare, you know, and not everybody's running around with power ammo. But at the same time, I feel like then you have this weapon slot that is almost useless 90% of the game, you know, especially when you pull a power ammo and then 3 enemies run up out of nowhere and immediately shoot you. You know, that power ammo spawn basically just got wiped from the game. So my suggestion for it was to do something like, I think in Mayhem game modes on Destiny 1, where if someone dies while they have heavy, then they drop a heavy ammo pack on the ground that anyone can pick up. And I think this is something that, you know, like I said, as I've played more games, I've realized that this isn't, you know, there isn't as much competition for power ammo as there was at the beginning. I think people are starting to just kind of play with the weapons that they can use already instead of always wanting power ammo, which is good. But I think if they're going to make any changes to power ammo or just the way that the Crucible is right now, that would be my biggest change, and really the only thing I can think of. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up my thoughts. You know, like I said, I think this is the build that they have right now for the beta is a good build. I'm sure they've already done a few tweaks to make it even better in ways that, you know, I didn't really notice. So I'm excited to play that on launch day. And yeah, also something I'm thinking about doing, just, you know, I talked a lot about playing smart in the Crucible and, you know, being able to win your engagements and stuff. So I think something I'm going to try to do, I don't know if this will turn into a series or maybe it'll just be one video that's like a tips and tricks for the Crucible kind of video, but I want to put together just kind of like a video montage of like good plays and bad plays. And what I mean by that are plays where I'm, you know, playing smart and running away from situations when I'd be going up against 3 enemies and putting myself in situations where it's me and a teammate against 1, or bad situations where instead of running away, I run straight into the enemy team trying to go for power ammo and end up getting killed in 0.3 seconds and, you know, not helping my team in any way. So I think that is something I want to do in the future for sure. It might, you know, I think I might have enough clips from the beta alone that, you know, it'd be nice to get it out before the full game launches and kind of preparation for how to play the Destiny 2 Crucible right off the bat. But if it needs to wait until launch, then so be it. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you have any thoughts or reactions, please leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, have a great day. God bless.